Alright, so today you're going to be playing the game Factor Race. Best of luck to you. What you're going to do is you have two different papers that have numbers on it like this, and you'll go ahead and cut those out right away. Once you have those cut out, you'll put them in a deck, and you'll have one person flip over a card each round. And your rounds, you have a scoring sheet that looks like this. One of your players can score up here, another player can score on the bottom, or if you each want your own sheet, so that way you guys can play two games, that's fine. And what you'll do is once you have all those cards cut out, you'll flip one over. Let's say you get the number, let's start with a smaller one for example. Let's say you get the number 50. Then what you'll do is you'll have a timer, and you'll start the timer, and you'll get 1 minute to try to find as many what they call factor pairs as possible. So you can try to find as many factor pairs as possible for the number 50. And you want to start low. And the reason is then you'll find all your factors. And what I mean by factors is two numbers that multiply together to make 50. So right away, you know the first one, if you count it by ones, you would do that 50 times, and that would give you 50. Then I like to kind of just keep working my way up. Can I count by twos and land on 50? How many twos would I need? And I know that it's really like 50 divided by 2, which would give me 25, so I'm kind of using my fact families there. Threes, I'm not thinking threes, but I could test it out. I could count by threes, see if I land on 50. And you just keep going, and in 1 minute you'll try to find as many factor pairs as possible. If you need to test them out, you will have a calculator at the end to see if those do multiply correctly. If, let's say, you and your partner are having a disagreement on maybe one of the factor pairs that are made. Now remember, I'm going to be making as many factor pairs as I can, and at the same time my partner is going to also be making factor pairs for 50, trying to make as many as they can. The more factor pairs you make, the more points you get, because every one that's correct gives you plus 1 point. So I would get 2 points right there for correct factor pairs. Again, you have 1 minute on the timer, so you want to try to go as quick as possible. If you find that that's too quick and you guys are only making 1 or 2 facts, set the timer a little bit higher, do like 2 minutes instead. But the goal is to kind of be quick and to really think through your facts, using your fact families in your head to help you find missing numbers. So like if I've got 3 here, like we talked about, is there anything I can, 50 divided by 3, does that work? Does that give me a number that I can divide by and there's nothing left over? That's kind of one way to test it too, or just counting by 3s in your head. So that's how Factor Race works, and what you'll do is, let's talk about the recording part of it for a second. On your recording sheet, let me grab a marker, or a pen. On your recording sheet, for your first round, you can put a bunch of different friends on here if you want. What I want you to do is when you're recording your factor pairs, do that in your math notebook or on a piece of scrap paper that can be stapled to this paper to be turned in. And you can have a couple different friends play. If you want to have 3 friends play, I'm fine with that. So let's say you've got Bob, Katie, and Joe. And in the first round, Bob makes 2 factor pairs, 1, 2. Bob would get 2 points. And that's how you'll go. You guys can also make the rule, and this is totally up to you, but you can make the rule where if somebody gets a factor wrong, that's minus 1 point from their score. But that's totally up to you guys. Decide if that's something you're both okay with, and if it is not, then don't use that rule. You'll play till you get all the way down to the end, and then total up your points, and the person with the most points wins. Good luck, and I know you guys will do really well with this.